people have suffered tremendously. They have lived through extremely difficult conditions as a result of the Karabakh War. We can't serve the people the way they deserve and are worthy of being served and the way we would like to serve them.
After the war, we had a situation in this country that the whole infrastructure of Karabakh was destroyed.
Health issues are one of the most pressing problems among those multiple problems that we still face in Artsakh.
Karabakh does not have a private healthcare system. So anytime you need to see a physician, you would go to the polyclinic to see that physician.
The Stepanakert Polyclinic serves the socially vulnerable segment of the population, and it's the only medical site that provides medical services free of charge. I think that the need for a polyclinic has existed for a long, long time. And if a new polyclinic is to be built, that would solve many, many health-related problems for our people. The polyclinic is very old. They began construction of it in 1910 and finished in the 1920s. The majority of the building, most of the building is made of wood. In many spots it is just very old, in some spots it is rotted. The polyclinic has 2 stories. However, the 2 stories are not connected from within the building. In other words, to go from the first floor to the second floor, one has to step outside and climb up the stairs that are outside of the building, and likewise to go from the second floor to the first floor. Obviously, this makes it very difficult during the winter months when there is snow, during rainstorms, and it makes it extremely difficult for the patients. So this is the office for the ear, nose, and throat specialist, and as you can see, there are pails here of water, and they leave the pails here so that the night guard can collect water in the evening or early in the morning, so that the following day the doctor has water to use and to wash with. They put the water to the top of that, and the water comes out from the bottom over there. This flooring is very weak, and as people pass over it, you can feel it moving underneath you. This is our dentist's room. And as you can see, very old equipment, very old, and it's next to impossible to work with this kind of machinery. It's obvious that this is a very old way of sterilizing equipment and doesn't meet any standards anywhere in the world, but this is the only means that we have to sterilize equipment. It looks like we're entering a dark closet, but in reality this is the working room for the ophthalmologist. The equipment is about 30 years old. We are in the cardiologist's office. This electrocardiogram over here is very old. It's from 1956. It's a Hungarian machine. Here we have another one, a Russian machine from also the late 1950s. This is like a bicycle, and it examines and measures how strong one's heart is. The X-ray machine on my left is from 1968, 1970, also very old, and is used to take X-rays of the stomach, intestinal tract, lung, heart, and so forth. However, this machine is no longer used because the X-ray radiation emitted from this machine is 10 times the accepted level. We are in the small operating room where small surgeries are performed on an outpatient basis. As you can see here, we need an operating light. The operating table and instruments are very old and not convenient for surgeries. We need running water, of course, for sanitary reasons. Our floors and walls need to have tile. The way it is right now, this entire room is an infection nest. The city polyclinic has about 35 positions, covering almost all the specialties in the field of medicine. We have about 15 therapists. We have nerve specialists, eye specialists, surgeons, allergy specialists, endocrinologists, and other specialists. We also have an increased number of people in Karabakh who need medical service. These are war-torn people. They have seen great tragedies. They have the greatest needs for medical services. Not only do the people of Stepanakert, who number about 50,000, use the polyclinic, but also the inhabitants of the nearby and outlying regions. In total, we have about 150,000 people who use the services of the polyclinic. Therefore, the polyclinic is not important only for the people of Stepanakert, but also for the entire republic. A new polyclinic will also allow us to perform preventative medicine. This is important for a healthy state. It is also less expensive for the state to perform preventative medicine rather than to provide medical services for people who have become ill. A new polyclinic is absolutely necessary. We do need that. New technology would be brought in. It'd be more sanitary. The services provided would be more up to date and better. We would welcome the arrival of a new polyclinic. Both I and our people would be very grateful for a new polyclinic. We're standing in a spot right now that has been presented by the city of Stepanakert, the mayor's office, as the site for the new polyclinic. Since the polyclinic will be located right in the center of town and the population of Stepanakert is quite evenly distributed, it makes it easier for all people to receive medical services. Let's try to imagine a new polyclinic building. The way we imagine it, the polyclinic will have normal sanitary hygienic conditions. The physician will be able to examine patients, wash his hands, and continue on to examine the next patient. The laboratory analyses will be done in hygienic conditions, and we won't have to worry about other infections coming in and perhaps putting the patient in even more danger. We imagine having at least a few bathrooms. We imagine having a normal and functioning water system. We imagine having gas and electricity and other normal conditions under which to work. We have a great need for new equipment. Our equipment is very, very old. This much we would like to have if it's possible. I think our people are worthy of having a normal polyclinic. I want to express my confidence that only with our combined strengths can we bring Nagorno-Karabakh to its feet. It's true, Nagorno-Karabakh exists and it's ours, but only through our united efforts can we succeed.